Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 2, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 4, Chapter 2, The Prayer of the Gods in the Shiva Puran. Vakratun Mahakaya Suryakoti Samakrapa Nirveganam Kudeva Sarukaya Om Ekadantaya Vidmyo Vakratun Daiki Mulandanti Vishwara. Tatsa. Vyasa said, O son of Brahma, O great intellect, and most eloquent, please narrate. What happened after that? How did the gods become happy? Brahma said, on hearing the words of Vyasa of immeasurable intellect, Sanat Kumara spoke after remembering the lotus-like feet of Shiva. Sanat Kumara said, Indra and other gods, scorched by their brilliance and distressed, consulted one another and sought refuge in Brahma. After bowing and circumambulating Brahma, they narrated their grievances to him after awaiting the proper opportunity. The god said, O Brahma, the heaven dwellers have been subjected to great distress by Maya, the virtual ruler of the three cities, accompanied by the sons of Tarka. Hence, O Brahma, we are distressed and we seek refuge in you. Please plan out the way of their annihilation, whereby we can be happy. Sanat Kumara said, requested thus by the gods, Brahma, the creator of the worlds, laughed and replied to them, all who were utterly frightened of Maya. Brahma said, O gods, I tell you, do not be afraid at all of those asuras. Shiva will hit upon a good way of killing them. The asuras have flourished due to my favor. They do not deserve destruction at my hands. Their merit is bound to increase in the three cities again. All of you gods, including Indra, pray to Shiva. If the Lord of all is pleased, he will carry out your task. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing the words of Brahma, the distressed gods, including Indra, went to the place where the bull-bannered god Shiva was staying. Devoutly bowing to Shiva, the Lord of the gods, with palms joined in reverence, all of them bent their shoulders and eulogized Shiva, the benefactor of the worlds. The god said, obeisance to the gold-wombed Lord, the creator of everything. Obeisance to thee, the sustainer, the omnipresent and the omnipotent. Obeisance to thee, of destroyer's form, the annihilator of living beings. Obeisance to thee, devoid of attributes and of immeasurable splendor. Obeisance to thee, devoid of states, possessed of splendor and free from aberrations. Obeisance to thee, of the soul of great elements. Obeisance to the unsullied, the great Atman. Obeisance to thee, the Lord of all beings, the sustainer of great burden, the remover of thirst, to thee whose form is devoid of enmity, to thee of excessive splendor. Obeisance to thee, the destroyer of the great forest, in the form of great asuras like conflagration. Obeisance to the trident-bearing Lord, who acts as the axe for the trees of asuras. O great Lord, obeisance to thee, the destroyer of great asuras. Obeisance to thee, the Lord of Parvati, O wielder of all weapons. O Lord of Parvati, obeisance to thee. O great soul, O great Lord, obeisance to thee, the blue-necked Rudra and the form of Rudra. Obeisance to thee, noble through Vedanta. Obeisance to thee, who art beyond the paths. Obeisance to thee, of the form of attributes, possessing attributes, and also devoid of them. O great God, obeisance to thee, the delighter of the three worlds. Obeisance to Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva, these being your manifestations. Obeisance to thee. Obeisance to thee, the Lord Samkarsana. Obeisance to thee, the destroyer of Kamsa. Obeisance to thee, O Damodara, the pounder of Chanura. the partaker of poison. Obeisance to thee, O Lord. Hrisikesa, Achyuta, Mrida, Shankara, Adhoksaja, enemy of the Asuras, Gaja, and Kama. Obeisance to you, O partaker of poison. Obeisance to thee, O Lord Narayana, devoted to Narayan, of the form of Narayana, O one born of Narayana's body. Obeisance to thee, of all forms, the destroyer of great hells, destroyer of sins. Obeisance to you, O bull-vehicled God. Obeisance to thee, of the form of time, moment, etc. Obeisance to thee, who bestows strength on his devotees. Obeisance to the multiformed. Obeisance to the annihilator of the host of Asuras. Obeisance to the Lord, conducive to the welfare of Brahmins and cows. Obeisance to the thousand-formed. Obeisance to thee of thousand organs. O Shiva, obeisance to thee of the form of virtue, to the Sattva, to the Atman of Sattva. Obeisance to thee, whose form is knowable through the Vedas. Obeisance to thee, the beloved of the Vedas. Obeisance to thee, whose form is the Veda. Obeisance to the reciter of the Vedas. Obeisance to thee, who traversed the path of good conduct and who art approachable through the path of good conduct. Obeisance to thee, the glory seated to the truthful, beloved of truth, to the truth. Obeisance to thee, knowable through the truth. Obeisance to thee, possessed of magic power. Obeisance to the Lord of magic. Obeisance to thee, noble through the Vedas, the Brahman, to the one born of Brahma. Obeisance to thee, O Lord, the penance, the bestower of the fruits of penance. Obeisance to thee, worthy of eulogy, the eulogy, and to thee, whose mind is pleased with eulogy always. Obeisance to thee, delighted with Vedic conduct, to the one fond of praiseworthy conduct, to the one who has fourfold forms, and the forms of aquatic and terrestrial beings. O Lord, the gods and all other beings, excellent are your excellences. Among the gods, you are Indra. Among the planets, you are the sun. Among the worlds, you are Satyaloka. Among the rivers, you are the celestial river Ganga. Among the colors, you are the white color. Among the lakes, you are the Manasa lake. Among the mountains, you are the Himalaya mountain. Among the cows, you are the Kamadhenu. Among the oceans, you are the milk ocean. Among the metals, you are gold. Among the four castes, you are the Brahmin. O Shiva, among men, you are the king. Among holy centers of salvation, you are Kashi. Among the sacred rivers, you are the supreme sacred river. Among all stones, you are the crystal, O great God. Among the flowers, you are the lotus. Among mountains, you are Himavat. Among all activities, you are the speech. Among poets, you are Bhargava. Among birds, you are the eight-legged Sarabha. Among beasts of prey, you are the lion. O bull-bannered deity, among rocks, you are Sarakrama. Among the forms of worship, you are Narmadalinga. Among animals, you are the bull Nandishvara. O Lord Shiva, among Vedic text, you are in the form of Upanishads. Among the sacrifices, you are the cool-rayed moon. Among the burning ones, you are the fire. Among the devotees of Shiva, you are Vishnu. Among Puranas, you are Bharata. Among the letters of the alphabet, you are the letter Ma. Among the Bija mantras, you are the Pranava. Among the terrible ones, you are poison. Among the pervading ones, you are the firmament. Among the Atmans, you are the supreme Atman. Among the sense organs, you are the mind. Among the charitable gifts, you are the gift of freedom from fear. Among the sanctifying and life-giving agents, you are considered the waters. Among all acquisitions, you are the acquisition of sons. Among those with velocity, you are the wind. Among the routine sacred rites, you are the Sandhya worship. Among sacrifices, you are the horse sacrifice. Among the yogas, you are the Krita Yoga. Among the asterisms, you are Pusya. Among the Tirthis, you are Amavasya. Among the seasons, you are the spring. Among holy occasions, you are the Samkrama. Among grasses, you are the Kusha grass. Among gross trees, you are the banyan tree. Among the yogas, you are the Vyatipata. Among creepers, you are the Soma creeper. Among intellectual activities, you are the virtuous inclination. Among intimate ones, you are the wife. Among the pure activities of the aspirant, O great Lord, you are Pranayama. Among all Jyotirlingas, you are Vishveshvara. Among all kindred beings, you are Dharma. In all stages of life, you are Sannyasa. You are the supreme liberation in all Vargas. Among Rudras, you are Nila Lohita. Among all Adityas, you are Vasudeva. Among the monkeys, you are Hanumat. Among the sacrifices, you are Japayajna. Among the weapon bearers, you are Rama. Among the Gandharvas, you are Chitraratha. Among the Vasus, you are certainly the fire. Among the months, you are the intercalary month. Among the holy rites, you are the Chaturdasi rite. Among all lordly elephants, you are Airavata. Among all siddhas, you are Kapila. Among all serpents, you are Ananta. Among all Pitris, you are Aryaman. You Ankala, time. Among those who calculate among Asuras, you are Bali. O Lord of gods, of what avail is a detailed narration? You preside over the entire universe and remain partially stationed within and partially without. Sanat Kumara said, eulogizing thus the bull-bannered, the trident-bearing Lord Shiva with various kinds of divine hymns. The gods replied thus, relevant to the context. O sage, all of them, including Indra and others, were very much distressed. They were very shrewd in managing their selfish interest, and so mentioned them to Shiva with stooping shoulders and palms joined in reverence. The god said, O Lord Shiva, the gods including Indra have been defeated by the Asura, accompanied by his brothers. O Lord, all the gods have been defeated by the sons of Taraka. The three worlds have been brought under their sway. The excellent sage and the siddhas have been destroyed. The entire universe has been exterminated by them. The terrible asuras take the entire share of the sacrificial benefits to themselves. They have initiated evil activities. They have prevented the sages from performing their virtuous rites. Definitely the sons of Taraka cannot be killed by any living being. Hence, O Shiva, they perform everything as they please. Let some policy be laid down for the protection of the universe, lest the terrible asuras, the denizens of the three cities, should destroy the world. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing these words of Indra and other heaven dwellers who were expiating on their distress, Shiva spoke in return. Footnotes. (179). That's Tripura. Right, 180. Kanura was a wrestler in Kamsa's service. He was slain by Krishna. 181. Kamadhenu, a mythical cow produced at the churning of the ocean, was appropriated by the sage Vashishta. Her worship is said to fulfill desires. 182. The letter M is considered the best among the letters, as it represents the 5 requisites for Tantra worship. Madhya, wine; Mamsa, flesh; Matsya, fish; Mudra, mystical gesticulations; and Metuna, sexual intercourse. These are variously interpreted by the right and left hand worshippers of Shakti. 183. Aryavata, He is the elephant produced at the churning of the ocean and appropriated by the god Indra. He is the guardian deity who presides over the east and takes part in the defense and protection of the quarter. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatam Vimam Veshwanatam Jagannatanatam Saranandapacham Buddhipatam Vaishwaram Bhutanatam Shivam Shankaram Shaumishana Om Kapura Kauram Karunafrataram Sansara Saram Bhujagindra Hadam Sadavasantam Hridyara Vinde Bhavam Bhavami Saitam Namami Om Nama Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadeva Ki Jai Om Hum Sampuro Samtram Makame Jame Sukandam Pashtivararam Urvaragami Vabanam Mirjoksham Tatum Swahavu Sajum. Jenti Mangalakali Patrakali Kapali Durga Kashmashi Patatri Swaha Swata Namaste. Om Tum Matachi Patatumi Tum Bandusha Sakatumi Tum Vidya Dharinang Tumi Tum Sarvam Mavadeva Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat.